Hi, this is the Intuitive Astrology star signs for all you Leos out there born July 23rd to August 22nd. So what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. Well, so for you, Leo, there's a lot of energy, just this combustible energy, like it just combusts. I see like this huge energy just blowing up around you. Now, this can be good or this can be bad, right? Because we can use energy to blow things up or to move us forward. So this is a time of opportunity for you, Leo, but it's something that you're going to have to sink your teeth into. It's something that you're going to have to drive that energy forward. So in other words, you know, when you have something good that happens to you, you can either use that energy to kind of propel you into something next, or you can sit back and savor it, and then it just sort of dissipates. So this is an energy, Leo, for you that is really about you starting to claim what it is you want in the world. And there's a lot of opportunity, and it's up to you where you want this to manifest. And I feel some confusion for Leos because I almost feel like you have too much. It almost feels like there's too much opportunity. I have too many choices. And do I want to do this or do I want to do this? And some of you may be thinking further out. You may be thinking about next year. You may be thinking about the next 3 months and not specifically today. Like, where do I want to live my life? Who do I want in my life? You know, do I want this relationship? I mean, relationship is coming up in a big way. Some of you may have just had some cataclysmic blow-ups in which the significant other is no longer in your life, or you're taking a time out, or you're taking a breather. And, you know, that can be disappointing. It can be disconcerting. But the good news is that you're going to get some clarity. I really feel like by the end of this month, you're going to see a lot of dust settled. You're going to have a greater understanding of where the significant other fits in your life. Do they fit in your life? Should they fit in your life? Is it something that you want to put energy towards, or do you want to kind of let go and surrender? Or all of the above. Surrendering is always a good thing. So as far as, let's look specifically, if you're somebody who's married, there's an opportunity for you to repair. There's an opportunity for you to pull it together, get it together, and bring ideas and to have mutual admiration and satisfaction in your marital relationship or partnership. If you're somebody who's single and you're not with a significant other, there's lots of opportunity this month to really to attract the right person. The problem becomes there's like a smorgasbord. You can kind of have whatever you want. There's a lot of people around you, and some of you may be not paying attention. I feel this little bit of like glazed over energy with you guys, with Leo, and it could be that you're just tired. You know, we've all had, all the signs have had a rough last 6 months, and now it's finally, the curtain is lifting and you're sort of seeing the damage that's been done, what's been left, and do you have any energy? What do you want to pick up? What do you want to move forward? So there's a lot of good, but I feel like I'm tired in your energy to want to capitalize on that good. So the good news is that you've got time. I feel like this is the beginning of a birth. So I don't feel like, as far as personal relationships, I don't feel like a decision has to be made. I feel like this channel going out, and that you'll be seen, and you'll be naturally kind of like catch a wave and moving you forward in the right direction with the right person. And the same is true for those of you that are on the cusp of a relationship. It's kind of like, do I get back in bed with them? Do I not get back in bed with them? Do I stay with them? Do I not stay with them? Do I kick them out? Do I move out? You know, you're kind of back and forth, this energy. I think you're going to get some more clarity around that in the middle of the month, and a greater sense of satisfaction. And I really feel this personal pride coming up about the way that you've handled the situation. And you should. I mean, it's your birth month, Leo, so you want to feel good about the choices that you're making, and especially in personal relationships. Now, for those of you that are kind of like dangling or playing around with other people and, you know, not quite sure how you feel about them, just remember there's the energy of cause and effect. So it's fine to have relationships. It's fine to have them be open-ended, but you want to just be clear with your intention. So if you know that, you know, they're not relationship material for you, you want to make sure that you just put them on notice and it's like, hey, you know, I'm having fun with you, but, you know, I'm not interested in a relationship. So that the other person, you know, gets that message loud and clear, and then it's their message to continue to hang out with you. Because I don't want you to get any boomerang energy coming back at you where the next person you're in a relationship in isn't interested in you. So we avoid those things by being clear and honest and having fun, right? Doing what works for you and being honest. So it feels good with these relationships that really feel like they're opening up and you're really going to get what you want and what you desire. So keep the faith, keep trusting your instincts. But at the other time, Leo, you know, you're fierce competitors, especially, you know, you women who want to go conquer that man and I'll show him he's the right one for me and he's not getting away and things like that. You also want to surrender and let go that maybe he's not the right one for you. Maybe you want to take in consideration that there may be somebody else for you. So by letting go and asking to be shown, if they're not the one, then bring somebody else. Or if they are the one, then bring them back to me and really let go. And when you set your intention up that way, it makes it easier to be able to receive the right soulmate for you with a lot less hysteria and drama and insecurity and fear. So it's all good for you guys. Okay, so now let's look at your finances. Oh, I really feel like there's money coming in for you guys. I feel like there's money there. Now, it just depends on the type of Leo, because sometimes Leos, you get it so easy that you don't value it. You kind of like kick back and go, you know. And then there's other Leos where you're very just drive. You want it, you want to get it, and you go for it. So it really just depends on what it is you're looking for. You can have anything you want this month, Leo. It's just going to take you being able to go get it. And it's there, it's yours for the asking. I feel like, oh, you want that? I can have this, I want that. You know, but you have to move forward momentum, right? Forward momentum is really going to help you to be able to get the job that you want, increase your pay, or, you know, change jobs. So if you're looking at changing jobs or increasing the value for yourself at your work or your marketplace, I think now is a good time to do that. I think there's an opening for that will really support you. Now, there is a full moon in Aquarius on August 10th. So for you, I see you like being quiet. Like you want to be quiet around that full moon. It's also a super moon, which means just it's the closest moon to Earth in all of 214. So it's going to feel louder, feel more intense. And you'll also, I'm sure it will look bigger because it's closer to us. So then, therefore, the effect of that moon may be intensified for us. So, and the moon is in Aquarians, and Aquarians can be, you know, very creative and open and very, you know, airy but at the same time, they also have an ability. Well, I think where it's going to affect us this time is creation. So I really feel like it's a good time for you guys to create and to really be able to receive all the good things you want. So I really feel like things coming in, a lot of the goods that you're looking for, coming in around that August 10th date. So be aware of that date. I think the new moon, the full moon on August 10th illuminates the things that you want to have happen. And they're right there for your asking. So it feels like a really good, positive day for you guys. There is a new moon in Virgo on August 25th. And of course, the new moon is always a time when we want to put our ideas out there and really want to start to talk about what we want to have happen for ourselves. The energy of the new moon in those next 10 days are the strongest time for new ideas and new phases that we want to create in our life. Now, on that particular day, for Leos, it feels like the new beginning, that like the beginning part of this month feels like you're making choices. No to this, yes to that. No to this, yes to that. And then by the time you get to that August 25th, it feels like there's a settling in about what you're choosing. So that new job may have shown up and you know which direction to go, or the new house you want may have shown up and you're ready to go, or you may be moving in at that time. So it feels like there's movement, there's forward momentum to new things that you want. So really positive stuff. As far as your health overall this month, I'm feeling some allergies. My eyes automatically right now just starting to itch. So some of you, I feel like you're really suffering from allergies. I do feel like that's going to subside towards the end of the month. It feels temporary. It doesn't feel like it's long term. For some of you, I'm also getting this pain in my stomach. That has to do more with anxiety and the things that you're not doing, procrastination, or things that you're afraid about. And so you really want to let go and really enjoy yourself this month and really let go of that anxiety and that intimidation or that insecurity around not being good enough. because this is your month to shine. There's so many great things that are going to happen for you guys. I really feel like there's some things out of the blue, positive things for you around August 9th that you're going to love, 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 that are really good for you, that are going to, it feels like it could be romantic. It feels like it's positive. It also feels like there may be an opportunity around that August 9th to be able to really feel internally good about yourself. So if you're at odds with yourself, you want to use this month also as to heal yourself, because there's really strong healing energy available for you this month. Licking the wounds, you know, so much has gone through in the last 6 months, every sign, as I was saying. So this is a good month, though, of rebuilding, replenishing, and feeling better about yourself. So we have forward momentum to move us in the direction of our dreams, to start to make things happen. Leo, let me see if there's anything else unexpected for you. Well, the other thing is you need to be patient with yourself. A lot of Leos get impatient very quickly. It's not happening fast enough. And meanwhile, other signs are sitting around going, what are you talking about? Like, you just moved and now you've got a job. And what do you mean it's not happening fast enough? So Leos, you can be your own worst enemy by being impatient. So I want you to watch the impatience this month. Check it off. Just, nope, I'm not going there. I'm going to just keep doing my due diligence. It'll happen when it's supposed to. And like I said earlier, I think I mentioned that you're going to get a lot of clarity that wasn't there previously for you. So you're going to get some clarity about some things. I think you're going to see some things about yourself, better understanding about yourself, starting to feel more comfortable with your choices and your decisions, and really letting go of those broken hearts and those broken dreams and the things that didn't work for you over the previous 6 months. And knowing that there's this new beginning that's going to happen here with the new moon at the end of August for all areas of your life, romance, relationships, job, work, career, whatever you want. And the first couple of weeks feels more like you're in the choosing process, letting go, divesting of what doesn't work anymore, so that you can be there front and center to really accept and dig in fully what works for you. So have an amazing month, Leo. It feels breezy for me. I would say that this is probably the easiest month that you've had in a long time. Although I feel some back pain, some pressure to make some things happen. Some of you may be experiencing back pain because there's a pressure of like thrusting yourself forward and being seen and getting things done. And, you know, a lot of you Leos too can be really hard on yourself. So you got to stop that. You know, you want to have a balance in your life where you're moving forward and you have focus, but you don't want to beat yourself up. Just be aware of the choices you've made, and then what doesn't work for you, let go of the guilt, let go of the shame, and start to feel good and have self-acceptance, self-love, and appreciation, and letting go of the things that didn't work for you, or those people that may have hurt you, saying goodbye to that energy and starting over, and make people prove themselves to you. And I think if you start to do that, Leo, you're going to feel really good because you have this amazing energy that attracts people to you. So be aware of what you're attracting. Feel free to say no because you've got a lot of opportunities this month. There's a lot happening around you because there's this big, like I said, this big combustible energy. So you've got a lot of energy to move things forward and get what you want out of life. So have a great month, Leo, and I'll see you next month. Hi, if you're a Virgo, born August 23rd to September 22nd, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. So Virgos, right away I feel like you've got the floor. You've got the ability to speak. People are listening. They want to hear what you have to say. They're interested in where you've been, what your ideas are, your dreams are. So this is a great time for you to kind of create new partnerships, to think about what it is you want to be doing the next 6, 12, months this year. There's an opportunity for you to be able to be heard, and that people then want to connect with you and meet your needs. So really nice. It just feels like a big social event the whole month, like a garden party, like where you're talking to different people and people are stopping and listening to you, and you're you're drawing people out of the woodwork. So you may hear from people that you haven't heard from in a long time, and they may be coming around to you, or you may be bumping into them. It feels like it's this opportunity where you're I would say you haven't been in this energy for a long time. It's really nice. It feels homey. It feels comfortable. It feels very easy for you. So nice, Virgo. So let's look for you specifically with finances. So I feel like there may be some unexpected expense that comes up around August 7th, kind of like a black hole. So be careful around that day in terms of not overspending or being aware of just overspending or being caught up in something where you spend more than you had intended. I just see that as a day where it kind of suck your money. Conversely, it feels like there's a great day around August 15th, like a real rich day, like some riches coming in, unexpected money coming in, opportunity coming in around August 15th. Now in between we have the full moon on August 10th, where there's a lot of positive energy for you. It feels like specifically, again, some of the things that you want to create, you may hear back from people by then. You may be getting phone calls from them. You may be getting additional information come in the door. Some of you, I feel like there's some fear, and you'll have an opportunity to deal with some of your fear or some of the pain. Some of you also are dealing with health issues. I feel like you'll get some of the answers that you're looking for around that full moon of August 10th, the right doctors, the right diagnosis, the right sort of protocol for healing. It feels like it can all come in around that August 10th date. So that's all very positive. Also feel like have this big thrust coming out from your heart, this big energy to give and to love. And you may have just gone through or seen something, whether you've been traveling to a foreign country and saw the poverty there, or whether you're somebody who has a close friend who's had a real challenge in their life. Maybe there's been a fire or there's been an accident, or I feel like you've personally been touched by grief recently, or have seen despair recently. And of course, we can turn on our TV and see that for sure. But this feels more personal. It feels like you were able to touch it. And because of that, I feel this welling of desire to really open your heart and to give and to really support. So this is a great month for you to be able to be philanthropic and to volunteer time or to give your energy and enthusiasm to something that you give. It's, we have to, in order to receive, we have to give, right? It's just that flow of life. So for you, by giving, it also opens the door to be able to receive. So Virgo, I think this is a great month for you to look and see, where can I contribute? What can I do in order to receive more in your life, and just keep that cycle of curiosity and wonderment and amazement, and at the same time be able to manifest your dreams. So really good synchronistic events for you this month. As far as relationship goes, if we look at personal relationships such as marriages, it feels like they're deeper. It feels like they're more entwined. There may have been a problem that you're able to actually bring healing or bring up in conversation. So some of you may be forced to deal with issues that you haven't had to deal with in a really long time. And some of you may feel deep in fear around this issue. And I really just want to say that there's some powerful healing available for you. And shamanism is coming up, some shamanistic energy, which is just working with nature. And there are a lot of people out there who know how to work with nature. And it feels like it would be really rewarding and really healing for you. So if you're feeling compelled, take this as a sign then that you should go out in nature and to do some healing, or to work with a shaman or someone who uses energy from Mother Nature to help heal you, because it would be really, really, really impactful for you this month. As far as single Virgos, okay, as far as healing goes, I think some of you that are single may have a bad taste in your mouth, and this is the month to get rid of that taste. This is the month to do your work and to be able to spit it out, be done with it, so you can be whole, so you can attract a relationship in your life. It's true. A lot of times it is easier to be single. A lot of times it is easier not to bother. But that's not why we're here. We're really here to be able to generate love and to connect with other people. And, I can hear some of you saying, but they're a pain in the ass. I don't want to have to deal with them, whether it's you're a man and dealing with a woman, or a woman dealing with a man. This is an opportunity for you to be able to deal with your wounds, your emotional wounds. So this month is really about clearing out the cobwebs, looking to the past, what you've been hurt, laying the blame to rest, taking responsibility, and healing from the inside out. There's a huge month for this. The bottom of my feet are killing me, especially my left arch. So some of you may have been wounded by walking, you know, in terms of just being on the path. You have this open wound. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you actually do have a problem with the bottom of your left foot. It's fear-based energy. You want to let go of your fear around getting involved with people. Because here's the thing, like energy attracts like energy. So you have to put your focus, you don't have to, but the advice is put your focus where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. Because our consciousness goes to the loudest voice. So if we're loudly saying, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, guess what? That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to attract. This is an opportunity to let go of those fears and just trust and start taking a step in the right direction that's going to support you. You'll get all your needs met this month, the right healers, the right psychiatrists, the right therapists, the right modalities to help you heal any emotional wounds so you can be in love, so you can have a significant romantic relationship. You guys are being geared up to be able to partner up with soulmate energy. And I feel like that's going to come. If it's not here yet, it feels like it really solidifies in late October, early November. So get to it, because I tell you what, if you don't heal these wounds, guess what? The universe is going to send you a double dose of the last relationship that you had. And I hope that I'm wrong. But you want to really look at the way you work in the world. You want to let it go. You want to shatter your energy around that by changing your vibration. You do that by changing your beliefs, letting go, forgiving, forgetting, and raising that vibration. And get help. There's people out there that can help you. There's books. I have a book called The Little Book of Big Promises. It's ideal for something like this because you take 9 of your life stories, 9 of your life situations, and you overlap them in the book, and then you use a guided meditation to help you shift the energy in the conscious mind and the subconscious mind so you automatically begin to respond differently. You can write me and email me, Peggy at Peggy Rometo, and I can send it to you. You can go to my website and buy it, or you can go on Amazon excuse me, and buy it. But any tool that's going to help you to move forward and to deal with the pain and suffering. A lot of you lost loved ones, and you know, Virgos can be very stoic, and they can just, you know, soldier on. But the pain is there, you know, just because you've you know, gritted down and went through it. This is a time now where this energy is going to come up, and you just need to acknowledge it and release it. So Virgo, you're going to have a lot of opportunity to heal this month, and it's all really, really great. And that in turn is going to help you attract your soulmate energy, and it's going to be good situations for you. As far as work goes, I feel like whatever you want. I feel like that is just kind of moving right along. It's pick and choose what you want to do. Work feels really good to me. It feels abundant, and it feels positive. As far as, I think we already covered your finances. Let me see if there's anything unexpected. There's some really good things around the new moon, August 25th, right before the new moon, around August 23rd. There may be some surprise travel or an opportunity to travel. You should take advantage of it. If it's not too cumbersome, it feels like it's a good thing. Also, I feel like you'll be ending the month with a full belly, you know, feeling satisfied, feeling happy. And my hands ache a little bit from doing the work, or just having a lot of energy, like all of the energy it takes to do these things. And it's never easy to heal, but it is very rewarding, and it does bring to you the next best thing for you in your life. So it's really imperative that you go down this path when it comes up, that you don't brush it under the rug, that you don't just suck it up and say, oh, get through this. No, you actually need to stop, feel, and release, and keep going. So Virgo, you have all the things happening for you in your sign this month to really create healing modalities, to capitalize on your work, to be able to gear up for that soulmate energy, to heal the relationships that you're already in. If you're married, or you're in a relationship that you want to stay in, everything's here for you to make it work. All you have to do is accept it, the responsibility of it, and get to work. So Virgos, have an amazing month, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, to all you Libras born September 23rd to October 22nd. What can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. So Libra, I see that there's like a silver tray and that you can choose what you want to do. But here's the thing. Sometimes choosing can make us fat and can make us lazy because there's so much opportunity just sitting there that we're dwelling or we're waiting. You don't want to get caught being flat-footed this month. You want to move forward. You want to make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do. You want to make sure that you're following through with your own ideas, with the things that you want to have happen, that you want to make sure that down the road that you have a vision and that you're taking steps to make that vision happen. You know, whenever you create your life, you've got to have some sort of a vision, an idea of what you want to go so that the universe can bring the supporting players to help you make that happen. So this is a month where your dreams can come true, but you're going to have to put some ideas down or get a focus about what you want to have happen so that the universe can bring that magnetic energy to you to seal it, to make it happen, okay? So there is a full moon, August 10th in Aquarius, and let's see how that will affect you. Oh, nice things. I just see a light rain, and whenever I see a light rain, that's always indicative of seeds that are being planted, positive things, and especially when I see blue skies. Now, there's a little bit of trouble brewing shortly after that, which I would say around, around August 13th or 15th, that could just, not a problem, it feels just more like a problem. I have a little bit of ache between my back, which just means it's burdensome. It's a little bit of a burden that you have to adjust to or that you have to manage. Not a big deal, and I think it's handled like that. By the 18th, it's done, it's over with. It's just a couple of days of uncomfortability. But if you're just moving along, you'll get it handled. It's not like it's just heavier, and some of you may feel the need to protect yourself during that time. But when I say it like that, I don't want you to get all worried and nervous, like who's going to do what to me and what's going to happen. Nonsense. Overall, this is a really great month. It's just that kind of sticks out because the rest of the month is so great and so open that I want you to pay attention. Wow, and some of you've got a lot of stuff in the throat about speaking up for yourself. Wow. Speaking up for yourself and really being able to say, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, or don't treat me like this anymore, or I'm not going to settle for this anymore. So it's really about an opportunity for you to be able to speak up, to be seen and be heard, and let other people know that you want. So this is around the period of August 15th to August 18th, 13th to 18th, an opportunity for you to speak up, to be seen and heard, and to be able to create the life that you want. So good opportunity for you there. As far as finances go, there's going to be early in the month a blowout. And what I see like a blowout to me is unexpected finances, unexpected expenses. So unexpected expenses could be, or it could even be a planned expense. I look at my own life and I see, as soon as that comes in, I realize my daughter's having her wisdom teeth out that week. So there's an unexpected but planned expense, right? So things like that, expenses that you don't normally have. And it feels like it's something that needs to be done. So that first week, it feels like there's additional expenses that could be burdensome or a challenge. I'm seeing around the end of the month, after the 15th, so around the 18th of the month, just this flow, money coming in, prosperity, but it's nice. It's just a flow. So it's being in the flow. Things are working. Things are going right. Money's coming in. Feeling positive and feeling really solid with your financial situation. There's also going to be some new creative endeavors that are open and available to you this month, Libra, that are going to give you an opportunity to be seen and heard, to speak up. Again, we talked about that earlier, but this is a little bit of a different energy. It's right away already here where you have a voice in the world and it's time to use it. There's a platform there for you, and you're not using it. Some of you aren't using it. Some of you are kind of afraid to speak up. So you need to realize that people want to hear what you have to say. Communication is really open for you this month, and it's really about being able to just discern the situation and say what you want to say and be who you want to be. Libra, you're like the fairest one of them all. I mean, in terms of balance, you're somebody who knows what's fair and who knows what's not. And that's why sometimes Libras have a difficult time making decisions or how to punish somebody or how to reward somebody, because you're trying to all the time be fair. So part of this is about speaking up. And a lot of times when you speak up and you let the words fall out of your mouth, if it doesn't feel right, you can always retract and say, well, wait a second. It's not quite like that. Or you could say, listen, I'm just going to think out loud here for a moment. And as I'm thinking out loud, it'll be easier for me to discern which course of action I'm going to take. So I'm just going to talk out loud and then we'll see where we end up. So however you need to, Libra, to get out of your own way so you just start talking is really important for you. There's some planned partnerships that have been on the back burner that are going to move to the front burner, but kind of more like edge their way to the front burner. It feels more like late August, early September before some of those things really get off the ground or really start to boil over. It feels like they don't start to boil over until after like September 6th, 7th, 8th, like around September 10th, they're really rolling. So if there's some thing that you're trying to get off the ground that has to do with media, TV, radio, writing, creative platforms, blogs, I see you working on it now, but it really boils over, really takes on a life, really lots of partnership and conversation around it after September, right around the 6th through the 10th. And at the 10th, I really see it boiling over and really going gangbusters. So that doesn't mean to be disappointed or sit back and wait. It just means there's work to do between now and then. And some of you have these other projects that you need to be finishing. So when that media-based situation hits, you're ready for it, you can handle it, and you're up to speed with it. Now let's look at personal relationships. As far as marriage goes, it feels like, I feel like you both have been sort of like sideways. You facing this way and they're facing, your partner's facing that way. Like your shoulders are there, but your focus is in different directions. But at least you're touching, so that's not a bad thing. I do think you're gonna have an opportunity to become face-to-face, which is more intimate, more loving, more secure. That feels, again, more like in the month of September. August still feels like you're both kind of like stuck in doing and getting things out of the way. And it could even be that there's this energy coming in that is causing a division in your relationships because of stuff that you have to do. This isn't a bad thing. This is not, by any means, this is not bad. This is not, I'm not telling you you're getting divorced. I'm not telling you there's any problems. No, I'm saying you're shoulder to shoulder, but your focus is someplace else than your spouse. And sometimes that's just the way it is. But you're connected, and in September, you're going to have much more relaxed. And I see more relaxed opportunity around, that first week of September. There may even be some moments like around September 18th. Another one of like those nice romantic connections, face-to-face kind of things. But all in all, feels really good. For those of you that are single, feels more like a party. August feels more like a party. So you can meet a lot of people, you can meet and greet, you can have fun, you can exchange dialogue, go out on dates, have a great time. It feels more serious if there's somebody that kind of makes it through this barrage of people that are around you and opportunity. It feels like there's something more serious for you in September, towards the end of September. So I would just, keep it casual, keep it fun, keep it light, and enjoy yourself. So it feels really nice for you guys. Let me see if there's anything else. Health. So I do feel like you're kind of getting situated to do the right thing for you. I feel like, you've been trying this and trying that, and I feel like there's a real opportunity to get grounded and really focused on what's going to work for you. What way of eating, what lifestyle, what kind of physical program that you want to use. And there's a lot of different things out there that you can try. I feel like the right material will be presented to you. And there's this awakening for you to be able to kind of get a little serious and to stay on track with changing your needs about how you want to appear in the world, not only your physical beauty, but your inner beauty. And so this is an opportunity for you to heal. I feel some pain in my back, which feels more in relationship to emotional burden. So a lot of you have some emotional burdens that you'll be able to release and let go of this month. And and not being afraid and letting go of anger, because I also feel like there's some anger there too. So you're going to have an opportunity to really heal and feel more freedom this month. So take advantage of the things that are showing up. Don't sweep things under the rug. If something comes up, talk about it. Remember, it's all for you, Libra, this month. It's all in the throat. It's all about communication. It's all facing your fears, saying what needs to be said. No apology. We don't have to apologize for our feelings, right? But we want to be respectful of how we say them to other people. So it's about getting things out and up and freeing yourself so that you can really be who you want to be in the world, because there's good things happening for you. You guys are on a roll, and you're going to also see in September that that it's arrived, that it's finally arrived. The things that you've been working so hard for, I see like are starting to come in, and you're going to really see that even more in September. So have an amazing month, guys. Watch out for the first week in August where there's extra expenses, you know, the potential there to spend a little bit more on things you don't normally spend. So you can, you know, keep an eye out for that. But you're back in the flow, no problem. Additional money coming in by the third week, so it's all good. Have a great month, Libra. Love you. See you next month. Hi, if you're a Scorpio, born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, Scorpio, go in your energy, and there's all this excitement and talking, and there's just a lot of energy. I feel like you've just been on a roll, like you've got something big on a high. It feels like you've been working really hard, but it's really gratifying. So anything from, you know, I feel like you're at the top of your game. So you could be somebody who's getting married and you're putting the finishing touches on everything for your wedding, or you've just gotten engaged, or you've just had a baby, or you just found out you're pregnant, or you've just found out, you know, you got the deal of your life, or, you know, it feels really scrumptious, really good. And I feel like I'm so happy in your energy. Thank you. It feels really good. And this is going to continue. So you can stop holding your breath. It's all good. And I really feel like it's opening up, you know, so really have fun with this energy. You guys have had it rough. I mean, who hasn't had it rough? But, you know, Scorpios, you know, you guys, in years past, you had it rough too. So I feel like finally you're in a place of confidence and stability. You know what you want. People are recognizing your comeback. You know, if you're somebody that kind of fell off, I feel like you've come back now. I feel like you're back. I feel like you're feeling better than ever, smarter than ever, braver than ever. It's really positive energy. August is going to be so good for you. Now, there is a little bit of like, you know, like sweat on the brow here. And coming through July, I feel like August is going to slow down a little bit for you. Even though there's still some details to handle, I feel like August is much more carefree than July has been. It feels less intense. I feel more relaxed. I feel happy. I feel good. Now, financially, you know, there's a duality here. I feel like on one hand, you may have been spending a lot or saving a lot, let's say for that wedding or for that expensive vacation, but it feels like, if say it's a wedding, I feel like you're going to get your reward right back, right? You're going to get married, and then you'll get gifts. So it feels like whatever you've been spending your money on, there's money that's going to come back in. Or let's say you've had plastic surgery and you're a model and you're an actress, and it feels like you're going to get more roles. So whether you had, you know, something done to your nose because it was bothering you, whatever, it feels good to me. It feels like the choices and the decisions that you've made with your money, even though you may have spent more money, it feels like that money is going to come back in. So August feels a little bit of like a shifting with your financial money, which is not bad. It just means there's kind of like some going out, some coming in, some going out, some coming in. So not bad at all. There may be some new projects that show up, new ways to make some money around August 10th. Now, August 10th is also the full moon, and it's in Aquarius. So I feel like you may be getting some additional contracts, some additional offers. There may be a second job. There may just be a gift. It may be something that somebody says, here, I don't need this anymore. You take it. Or you know what? I've got a couple free tickets. Go to a Lakers game. You know what? Whatever it is, I feel like you may be gifted something of value that's important to you, that's a lot of fun. So accept it, have fun, and go have a good time. So around the 10th, look for unexpected gifts and unexpected money coming in. Really nice. Additional money, it feels like, just feels like it's more of the status quo. Really around that August 10th is the biggest mark. And okay, as far as your health goes, let's look at Scorpio's health. Well, I feel like it's come back. Now, some of you may have had some seasonal allergies and kind of, headache and those sort of things, or feeling a little lethargic or strung out from all of the energy that you've put out in the last month or two, because I feel, like I said, you were running, doing so much, but you were happy doing it. But it does take a toll, even when you're doing something that you love. So I do feel like this month is a great month to recoup and to revitalize your spirit. You're going to be given some appropriate things are going to come along your way. They're going to help you. Some of you may have some minor surgery. I think we talked about that, instead of somebody on the nose, but I'm also seeing potential minor surgery like bunions on the toes, things like this. It feels more cosmetic to me as opposed to problematic, as opposed to, having an accident and having to get something fixed. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like something that you know about and that you just want it to be done. You want it handled. It's a great month for that. Feels fine. Don't see any problems with it at all. So if you're looking to do something like that, by all means, this energy feels really positive to support you. Now, as far as personal relationships, if you're married, there may be something that kind of takes you apart. Maybe it's travel, that sort of thing, in that first week of August. Next week, something around the 7th or the 8th, there may be some space that's created. And it could be just that, your loved one is busy with work, or they're actually away from you. But it feels just kind of like this space between the two of you. I think communication is going to get better this month. Sometimes that can be painful because sometimes our partner who's been kind of keeping it down is now bringing it up. My throat is all tickling. So you may hear some things that you're not too happy about. Like, ooh, that kind of hurt, or ooh, I don't like to hear that about myself, but okay, I can change that. So you may be on the receiving end of hearing some things about yourself that are a little uncomfortable. But the good news is that, you're in a really good space. So you can handle anything that anybody says to you. And then conversely, you are in a good space where you can then say, hey, while we're on this topic, this XYZ really bothers me, and can we, make a change around that? So you'll be able to also get your needs met as well. So very healing month for you, Scorpio. Really positive energy. Nice. And I'm just seeing like the infinity sign. For me, it just means forever. You have great expansion opportunity this month for your name, for your goodwill, for your services. There could be some expansion around your job or your career. Absolutely, really opening up, especially towards the end of the month. And then going into September, I just feel this expansion going on. Now, of course, like I said, some of you could be giving birth to a baby. Some of you could be getting married. Some of you could be creating a new career, or have a book coming out, or a movie coming out, or a film, or, or have a diagnosis cleared up, or having a surgery that corrects something. So this really birth, or meeting your soulmate, like this is this birth energy. So really positive stuff for you, Scorpios. I think I'm just going to end it on a high note, because the energy this month is so good for you guys, so upbeat. One last thing I want to leave with you is, you know what? You have a lot to share. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of wisdom. The world needs people like you. So share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Be the person that uplifts other people this month, because you've got the energy. You've got the energy of the universe helping you. You've got this high that you're riding with whatever's going on in your life. There's a lot of joy. Now, if you happen to be a Scorpio that is digging yourself out of the muck, then just know that the results are going to come in. You're going to get the support that you need, and you'll be out of this. It's going to like break apart so you can deal with it, so you can have it behind you, and you can heal once and for all. So wherever you're at in this game of life, enjoy it, and then share that prosperity, that abundance, that goodwill, and by all means, your happiness with everybody around you, because it does matter. All right, guys, have an amazing month, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Sagittarius born November 22nd to December 21st, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. So Sagittarius, there's a couple things. I really see like you're moving, you're in the flow, but they're showing me it's kind of like you on a bicycle and you're moving really fast, but you're not going anywhere. So you can't take shortcuts this month. So they're showing me it's like you need to get off the bike and you need to walk. It's like having a bicycle with no back wheel and you're going as fast as you can, but you're not going anywhere. So it's putting one foot in front of the other, doing the due diligence, putting your nose down and following it and going to work. I feel like there's a lot of carefree energy around you that can steal your time. So even though the energy is lighter and there's a lot more fun, you need to get focused. It's like, listen, I don't want to be the bad guy here. I mean, the last 6 months have been really, really, really hard. And now you're finally feeling some relief. So who would blame you for having a good time and partying and living it up? But now it's time to focus. So you really want to get that focus in so that you can really get ahead in the world and get the things that you want done to make things happen. So great opportunity this month to help you make that happen. The universe has got all sorts of systems showing up for you, especially right away, like August 3rd, this first week of August, I see some things coming in. Now, some of them you may feel a little bit strong-armed. It may come back, some of the things that need to be done, and you're feeling a little strong-armed about it. And, we know Sagittarius don't like commitment anyway, so don't try and force me to do something. But having said that, if you go willingly and you stop and you go, okay, don't force me, let me figure this out on my own, and you have a conversation with your boss or with your partner or with your kid or whoever it is that wants you to do something that's putting these demands on you that are feeling uncomfortable, if you start just sitting down and having a conversation with them, you're going to find very easily that you can create, a table that works for everybody. You can create a calendar that works for everybody, timing that works for everybody. And then you just need to follow through. So for you, Sagittarius, it's all about focus this month and follow through. Just take each step in front of you. You can't slide through this month. It'll get sloppy. You'll pay for it next month, meaning things will have burdened up. Which could potentially then make you fall behind. It's just not a good scenario. So one foot in front of the other and stay focused. Now, as far as your finances, just showing me, it's kind of like you guys are sneaky. Showing me like one side, like your pocket is empty, but the left side, you're holding back. Like there's all this gold, So you've got plenty, but you don't like people maybe to think that you have plenty, or right now, for whatever reason, you're not divulging how much you have. Maybe a strategy that you're using, it's fine. But the good news is, right, you have the money. The other thing is that there's gonna come an opportunity around your finances that you're really gonna have to put kind of like your money where your mouth is. You're gonna have to back yourself up in order to make something happen. So you're gonna have to get the flow and with money going, and you'll be given an opportunity to do that this month. But at the same time, I feel like this weight, as soon as I talk about spending a little money or doing that, I feel this pressure on my low back. Now, the last thing you do or you don't want to do is become a hoarder. You don't want to be somebody who hoards money because you're afraid of financial loss or it's mine and that's the way it is. This is about being more in the flow. So then just take a portion, just take a small portion and give it away. Tithe it to where you get your spiritual connection from. By doing that, you'll be able to, one, free up this stuck energy or this hoarding energy or this I don't have enough or it's mine. That's not exactly a positive energy. And positive energies weigh us down and they really keep us from our potential. It's like a weight. So it's being brought up so that you can have more security around money, and it's completely an illogical action by giving something away, opening the flow, and releasing that pressure and that pain. So consider doing that this month, not for me, but for yourself, because giving a little bit of money away to a charity that you admire or respect or that you don't have any connection to really kind of opens the door to your altruistic value and actually brings more financial abundance into your life. So you, Sagittarius, are being asked to tithe. Tithing a little bit of money this month, give it to someplace in the world that needs it or someplace next door that needs it. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. But I don't know if you guys are sensitive, but as soon as I talk about this, I can feel the energy moving for you, and I can feel balance coming in. I can feel energy, more money coming into this side to balance this side. So you have money in both pockets. All right, Sagittarius? This is about your wealth that we're talking about. The universe is asking you to not hang on so tightly, to let go, give a little so you can receive a whole lot more, and then just stay in that abundant flow. Really, really, really nice energy for you, Sagittarius. Okay, now let's look at work. It feels the same sort of thing for me. It feels prosperity, and it feels like not hanging on too tightly. That seems to be the theme for you guys. When you hang on to something too tightly, what happens? It can disappear. It can't breathe. You can suffocate it. Or if you live in fear, like what if, what if, what if, you know, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You create it. So this is all about letting go, trusting the process, getting your focus, putting your nose down, going to work, doing what needs to be done. And you're going to find profit at the end of it. You're going to find profit in this month of August for you. Maybe a crossroads around August 17th for some of you with a decision about what to do. It'll just come, it'll come naturally. If you're struggling with a decision, it's going to show up around the 17th, this crossroads. You're really going to see that the answer easily comes in the next week. The way I deal with a lot of things like that is just ask to be shown. I surrender, I let go, and just ask me. I'll say to the universe, okay, just show me the best path, best path to take, right? For my financial future or for the wellness of my health, happiness, and wholeness. And I let go and I surrender and I just go back to work and I see what kind of presents, what shows up. And I use that as a sign to help indicate which direction I should be going. So it is something for you that you can play with and toy with this month. You're going to have some decisions to make. The clarity is going to come in around the 24th. The new moon of August 25th, which is perfect timing, because it's going to give you the opportunity to then put that new idea, that seed, the direction that you want to go into around the new moon that's on August 25th, and that is in Virgo. So Virgo is a very specific, practical, pragmatic energy. So having your decision made by that new moon is really going to be to your advantage, because now you can plant the seeds to really make that happen and to really see it manifest. But what does it take? Focus. And it takes trust, and it takes a little work. So great month for you, Sagittarius. Now, let's see about any personal relationships. As far as marriages goes, Sagittarius, I see you having a good time. I see like your partner going straight ahead and you're just like zigzagging around there, having a good old time. So I don't see any problem unless it's a problem for your partner. And if it is, the communication is going to clear that up. If you're single, Sagittarius, there'll be new opportunity for you to be able to meet some new people, have some fun. There's a lot of movement happening. Some of you may be getting married, which is great. Lots of celebration. It's a really good month for you every which way. So have an amazing month, Sagittarius, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Capricorn born December 22nd to January 19th, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, Capricorn, I wasn't expecting that. I feel like you got punched, like it just like punched, and it feels like it just could be a reality check. It feels like it could even be you upset with yourself, frustrated with yourself, why you allowed certain things to happen, or why you have your life set up the way you have it set up. So it feels like an introspective energy where there's this, you know, self-imposed pain, irritation at yourself about the way that you've set up life. And the good news is I feel like it changes right away. I feel like you can change that right away, early August, getting healing, being able to receive new ideas, feeling good about the choices, licking your wounds, forgiving yourself, letting go of shame and blame, and really feeling positive. So this is a month, Capricorn, for you for internal healing. I feel a lot of back pain in your energy too, which feels like, again, like it's pressure to change, pressure to have things be different. Back pain can also be reflective of financial problems, financial pressure. So the good news is if you're somebody who's had financial pressure or financial problems, you're going to see kind of like an opening or a crack around the new, not a crack, but like a burst opening around August 10th. So finally things opening up and things beginning to flow. And what was kind of dried and old, you know, not working, you're going to really find a new wellspring of energy. You're going to find a new wellspring of another resource of money that you didn't have before. So you could be getting a second job, you could be getting a new job, and or something new that comes in or branches off from what you're already doing. So you're going to see some real positive movement for that around August 10th, around the new moon. And that new moon is in Aquarius. So that's a really creative energy. So you could even have part in creating this new financial stream of money for yourself. So Capricorn, really good for you. So it comes from you too. So it's your creation. Could be that you're partnering with somebody, or that somebody approaches you and that comes, but it really starts to open up around August 10th. So good news, and as soon as I talk about that, all these body sensations are lifting up and freeing. So a lot of it has to do with money for you, Capricorn, and pressure and just frustration about how your life looks in the moment. So the good news is that's all going to be changing. Now, if you're in a relationship, let's look at your marriage. Well, there's been a little crankiness that around the marriage, and it feels more like a frustration with your partner not having time for you, or your partner being consumed with other things. There's a little frustration with what about me, and they give all this time there, or they're not paying attention to me. So I feel like there's some crankiness around that. The good news is I feel like there's going to be ample opportunity in the month of August for passion and reconnecting and celebrating, and I do feel more attention coming from your partner. So just keep in mind that whatever was going through with your partner, the pressure they were under, it was temporary. It doesn't feel like this is a break or a split or anything like that. If anything, I feel like you'd be the one who would be walking. And there may be some of you that choose to do that just because it's gone on way too long, and this is long overdue. That's a different case, and then you would have the freedom just to leave, and I wouldn't be picking up the energy the way I am. This feels more just around dissatisfaction, temporary dissatisfaction, and those things are going to change. Now, if you're single, you're going to have to get out of your own way. Because I feel like you have been depleted, I feel like there is a heaviness of heart. Sorry, Caps. I really feel like this is a month to give birth to a new you, a new identity. Some of you may join a weight loss program. Some of you may get a new look. You may get your colors done, you know, whether you're a warm or a spring or whatever all those colors are, you know, where you know exactly what the type of clothes to wear. You may get a makeover. You may get a different hair color. So it really feels like, Capricorn, there's this bursting energy of wanting to look good, feel good, be your best. So I do feel like that's going to happen for you this month too. Now, there's also there's some old, I want to call it nitpicking insecurity that you do with yourself. So you need to stop it. And it holds you back, and it keeps you from, it erodes your confidence, and it creates a lack of trust within yourself. So you're going to be given tools this month to identify those and to be able to heal it and to feel more powerful, more structured, more secure with where you're going and what you're doing. And the new moon, again, that's going to help you with this new flow of cash flow that's going to come in, is also going to boost your self-confidence. It's going to make you feel so much better, and you're going to be more vocal and yahoo. You're going to be out there again, louder than ever, and people are going to love you. They already love you, but you know, you've been beat down, so you know it's hard to be down around a cranky person. Let's face it, you know, Capricorns have been cranky. You guys have the weight of the world on you. You're the earth energy. So the earth has been in turmoil. There's been a lot of heaviness. So you've been carrying that load for the rest of us. So Capricorns, you're going to have a freedom to kind of breathe and let go of the aches and pains. Now, for those of you that have had, I want to say, any physical ailments, some of the emotions around those have to do with anger. So if you've had some tension in the body or some pressure, you may want to also look at some emotional clearing and some emotional healing. But in addition, Capricorns, you have to spend some money on you. You have to take care of yourself. So if you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. If you need to go to a chiropractor, go to the chiropractor. If you need new contacts, you need to get glasses, you need to get your eyes checked, go. You have the money. It's coming in, it's flowing. Don't be a scaredy cat. I see some of you like backing up from life, and as you back up, it's like everything else is rushing around you. It's causing this pain in my body. You're resisting the flow of life. So let go and move forward. Allow yourself to be carried forward in a way. And it doesn't mean to be careless with your money or careless with your spending. It just means to go ahead and loosen up the pocketbook a little bit and spend some money on yourself. Take care of yourself this month, Capricorn. As far as any, let's see, there's some more financial positive things coming for you at the end of the month. Like the sun is shining on you, new positive things coming in. There is a new moon at Virgo, August 25th. Now for you guys in particular, it feels like that really brings everything you're talking down into kind of like balance right here. So it kind of balances everything out. So you feel more whole. You feel more together. I feel like by the end of this month, you're going to feel more like yourself, a new self than you've ever have before. So it's a really good positive turn in your life, but it doesn't come without effort. It is going to take effort to change the patterns, to change the abuse, the mental and physical abuse that you give to yourself. You guys have to stop that. And you have to stop the doubt, right? So need to implement new positive patterns for behavior and diet, exercise, or going to doctors, whatever it is. This has got to be about you this month, taking care of you, trusting the process, and allowing the universe to give to you, because you have a lot that you're going to be giving out again with a new career cycle that's coming in for you around August 10th. So now you've got a couple of weeks to take care of the things that need to be handled, because I really feel like there's this big birth in September for you where you're going to be soaring, you're going to be flying, you're going to be busy doing with things that you love. There's a lot of accreditation with it. There's speaking and there's public eye. You're going to be seen and you're going to be heard. So you need to be out there. So you need to take care of yourself these first 2 weeks, Caps. So enjoy yourself. Have an amazing month. And I look forward to hearing all about it. Email me. Let me know what's up. And I want to hear about these great things that are coming in for you. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. So right away, I feel like you're being asked to simplify everything, to bring it to its simplest form. It could be that you're at work and that you're creating or generating new systems or new programs. It could be that you're hiring a nanny and that you've got to have everything written down. It could be that you're caring for an elderly loved one and that you and your siblings are sharing the duties of taking care of your grandmother or your parents, and you've got to write down their schedule of when you've given them their pills and all these different things. I feel like everything is being broken down and simplified around you so it's digestible, so other people can see how to do it, so that if there is, God forbid, something happens to you or everybody's just on the same page, you're really about getting clarity. So this month, Aquarians, I really feel like you're working on getting clarity and you're creating systems and tools to be able to make sure that everybody can simply see how things are done or how things are orchestrated or manufactured around you. So a lot of your focus and your energy will be going to that this month. Now, as far as any financial things happening for you this month, let's take a look there. So there's a nice flow. There's a nice flow of money coming into your life. I feel like you may have recently been gifted or received something from the court, something court ordered. It could even be a payout, something, a lawsuit that you won. It could be alimony. It could be early retirement. I see money coming in. It could be early estate situation where your parents are living, but they've done some estate planning, so they're giving you money this way. So I feel like either you've just received some money or you're about to receive some money it's not unknown. It's a known source. But the payday is finally here, so it feels like you're getting like a nice chunk of money in for you, more than your regular pay. So it's a nice chunk of money for you, which is really good. Expenses, it seems like that's up to you. It feels like you have control over your expenses. If you take a nice vacation with it, you're aware of it. So I don't really feel like there's any uncontrollable expenses or expenses that you're not really aware of. I feel like the spending is coming from your choices that you're making, which is a positive thing. You're not really having unexpected things show up for you. Now, as far as relationship goes, I feel like there's been a little bit of trouble in paradise. Now, whether that means you got in a spat with your best friend or a sibling or your parent, but I'm feeling this little bit of a burn right under my eye. Some of you can actually manifest with eye problems or breakout, in your skin or in your face, maybe having unusual breakouts or things. It comes from embarrassment, it comes from anger, it comes from, deep-seated emotions that we don't process, that we just kind of turn the other cheek. So there's definitely some pain that I'm feeling in my face from embarrassment or shame or from humiliation, or even rage, where somebody, really called you out and it really hurts you. And you may have gone after them very ferociously and you're ashamed about that, or maybe you held your tongue and are regretting that you did. But nonetheless, I feel like it's in your face. So the thing about this month is there's healing for you. It's a healing month, an opportunity for you to be able to release the pain and suffering that has got you locked into these ideas or this identity that no longer works for you. So you want to look at being able to capitalize on the people that show up in your life that are healers, or the opportunities to see a psychiatrist or whatever, or there's weekend events. There's all these different ways in which you can find healing. I even have a book called The Little Book of Big Promises, where you take 9 of your life experiences and you actually use those life experiences and go use the 3-step process in the book to help you remove your self-doubt, your fear, your pain, the betrayal, or whatever it is that you're feeling. And then there's guided meditations on my website that actually help you at an energetic level to free yourself up from them. So if you feel like that could be an answer for you, you can just buy it on Amazon. And there's a lot of different sources for you out there to be able to receive healing. So just know that part of your job this month is to take care of you. Now, as far as personal relationships, if you're married, let's take a look at that. Well, I feel like you're getting a lot of source of comfort from your marital partner, and maybe they've been protecting you, maybe they stood up for you, or maybe you're just feeling safe with them. But I feel like like you're in their shadow, and it's cool. So there's a protection, like a feeling of protected by them. So that's a good thing. And I feel like that's going to continue for the most part. If you're single, Aquarians, I feel like there's a close group of friends around you that you can call on, that you can pull into. Now, for those of you that are too scared or too afraid to be able to open up to other people, then that's a clue to you. If you're lonely and you don't really have anybody in your life, you need to look. Do you cut yourself off from people? Are you afraid and you hold yourself back? And I bet you if you were honest, you probably are. And maybe it's from some hurt or some pain. But you want to look at being able to connect with people again in an effort to help heal that part of the psyche so you can let go and really create and have positive relationships. And so in August, you're going to get the opportunity to get healing and the opportunity to move through some of these painful things that you've had. Now, as far as health goes for Aquarians, I feel like actually you're going to be getting stronger. I feel like, if you've had something or been run down, I do feel like this inner strength coming. As you let go of this, the pain, the emotional body, you're going to really feel underneath that an inner strength that's going to awaken you to feeling more powerful, more in control, more self-assured. And it's really going to help to build your business. It's going to help you to build relationships and long-lasting positive ideas and thoughts. So it's really, all in all, a really good month for you guys. Let me just see if there's anything unexpected. There may be somebody in your life that's been ill or has had a challenge, whether they've been out of work or whether they've had some prognosis or an illness that's been a problem. Somebody that you care about has a problem. Maybe they're in a bad relationship. Anyway, it's going to get resolved like that, just like that. It feels like all of a sudden they get the job, all of a sudden they're out of the crappy relationship, all of a sudden they just feel better. So you're going to see some nice recovery this month for the people that you love too. So all in all, a really nice month for you guys. I'm going to leave you on a high note. So have an amazing month and take care of yourself. Hi, if you're a Pisces born February 19th to March 19th, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. So right away, Pisces, I think see things bouncing around, just like you bouncing around different things. It could be bouncing around ideas, bouncing around opportunities, bouncing from point A to point B in terms of where your focus may be. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's really about you allowing and opening yourself up to seeing these almost like some of them feel like milestones to me. They feel like there's big opportunities there. And so you want to, if you could slow things down a little bit so that you can get more out of that moment, it feels like you'll feel more solid, more connected, and a little more appreciative of what's happening for you. So another thing that's coming in is it's really a time for you to be focused. So, you know, when you're putting your time, effort, and energy into something, you want to be as focused as you can be before you bounce to the next idea, right? So if you block your time or however you need to, you're going to get a lot of support this month in being able to, I want to say, do more with less time. So if you focus and if you take the time to schedule things, you're going to see more productivity for yourself, and you're going to see more opportunity to move and get a lot done in a lot of different areas. So that's all good news. So let's look first at your relationships and what can we expect from relationships in August. It does feel like there is something that's heated up or is about to come to a head in the first week in August. It's not a bad thing. I feel a little dread, something you've been putting off, somebody, that, you like, but it's hard to kind of negotiate or really say what you want to say. And it does feel like it's very personal, so very intimate. I can feel it in your heart and your chest. So whether it's a loved one that you've got to fess something up to or address an issue that's uncomfortable for you, you're going to be given that opportunity the first week in August. The good news is there's a real opening for closure this month, for healing. Some of you may be going to court this month to finalize a divorce. Some of you may be going in front of a judge this month. There is definitely laws coming up around you guys, and an opportunity to kind of like end things, finish them, be done with them. So that's all good. So if you do have something like that coming up, I think you're going to find relief on the other end of it. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I think freedom comes. So some of you may be gaining your freedom this month, whether it's from a relationship or from a job or something. There's definitely a lot of freedom available to you, and even emotional freedom, letting go and healing are all positive things. There's a full moon that comes in, and I think that full moon in mid-August is really going to provide a lot of sustenance coming into you, a lot of sustenance around August 10th, in which these opportunities are really going to manifest more readily for you. So if it doesn't happen right there around the 10th, there's another opportunity around the new moon, which is August 25th, and for you to plant new seeds, new ideas, new opportunities. So the freedom can also really be expanded around that point in the month. So something that you're looking to divest yourself from, get away from, this is the month that you can actually have that happen. So if you're looking to change your career or you're looking to change your relationship, there's an opportunity for you to do that. Okay, so we really started in on focusing on relationships and kind of went up on these other ways. So let's go back. Anything else about partnerships or romantic relationships if you're already in a relationship for the month of August? Yeah, I think once you get over that hurdle the first week, that little discrepancy that might be there, you're going to see nice flowering moments, just different opportunities for you to escape, take a trip. And it feels like just the day-to-day is more relaxed, certainly than it's been in the last 6 months. I feel like after you get through that first week of August, it feels a little bit more just relaxed and effortless. Just less tension all around for you in the month. I do feel a little, neck pain, stiff neck, that sort of thing connected with relationships. So, it is kind of stressful hanging on to that energy, but it's going to clear out and you'll feel better after you have this talk or this conversation. If you're single, Pisces, showing me like an intersection of ideas, events, people around the 17th of August, where you could find yourself connecting with somebody new and or new introductions being made to you that are really on one hand, it's a little bit sensory overload. It's like, wow, there's so much happening and so much stimulus, and it's really good. It's not in a bad way. It's a really good opportunity, like a really great high, great event, great meeting, all around August 17th, really positive, and strong potential for relationship. Here's the other thing about that. It also is an opportunity for you to kind of resist the temptation to jump right in. So it's a good meeting. It feels good. It may be a first date. It may be a first introduction. But if you just kind of sit back and let go and not be afraid, like don't be afraid, because sometimes Pisces, you can be afraid to express yourself or afraid to really move forward. And if you just kind of surrender to your heart, it'll lead you in the right direction at the right time. Don't try and force any issue or push anything. It's going to open up more towards the latter part of the month. Like I said, the new moon around August 25th will help to deepen it a week later and provide more opportunities. So resist the temptation to jump right in with both feet and tell them everything they need to hear. It's like, just save some stuff. Don't give it all away. If you do that, I think you're going to be happy, and they're going to be more attracted to you. So it's a good thing for you, Pisces. As far as money goes for you, there's money coming in for you. It could be. It's not money that you're going to have to pay back, but it does feel, it's set up like it's a loan. It's set up like there's money coming into you that's a loan, maybe from a parent, maybe from a friend. It feels small. It feels like a little bit of money. And, at the end of the day, it may be, you don't have to pay it back, or pay me back when you get to it, kind of thing. And I think that it's unexpected, but it's very much welcome. So for those of you that are kind of, robbing Peter to pay Paul, it's a nice gesture from somebody close to you, willing to give you a little bit of extra money to get through. Or if you're, hand to mouth, so to speak, they're going to give you some additional money. So, but it is something that you have to work for. In other words, you have to open up your mouth and say, I really need a bridge loan, or I really need some support, or I really need a job. And I think if you put that out there, you're going to see right away, you're like a magnetic force, and you attract it right away. So the key is for you opening up. It's not just going to fall in your lap, but you have to open up and ask for it, and you have to look for it. Look for it in the terms of a job, or just borrowing from somebody that you know. You could even look backwards and see if there's money owed you, because I do feel like there's a couple of people who owe you money, and there may be an opportunity for you to go back and collect those debts. So just kind of rack your brain, Pisces, because you have a tendency, you have this big heart to kind of let some things go and maybe not ask people to pay you back. So there may be an opportunity here when you need this money to have that money come back into you now. So just think about that. The other thing that's coming up around money is, I feel like you've got money. I feel like there's a solid ability to manifest money, and I feel like you're solid. So if you have some, if you're somebody who's worried about money, if you just get in action, but you trust the process that you're in, I really feel like you're going to breeze through this month. It'll be okay. I was just looking to see if there was anything unexpected or any other opportunities. Everything this month feels a little bit like you earn it. In other words, you put your nose down, you go to work, and you get a reward. So that's the good news, is the reward is there. So when you work, you're going to get paid. There's sometimes in some months where you put all the effort and energy in, but nothing comes back. It's down the road when you see it. This month, the effort you put in, you're going to see immediate feedback. So I feel like if you're needing some money, just get out there, shake the bushes, and right away you're going to get a return on your investment, on your time and your energy. So it's a good thing for you. As far as your health goes, there's been I feel a little bit of a drain and some tension again in the back of the neck or the spine, upper shoulders, just kind of holding things together. I feel like if you let go, and you're going to find your health coming back around. So if you had allergies or you got a seasonal bug, I think you're going to see that like letting go and really a return to health in mid-August also. If you need some new procedures, I think if you gather the information, you're also going to see around that August 25th, around that new moon energy, as a positive new beginning for moving forward with a new doctor or a new series of whatever it is that you need, treatments if you're dealing with something, some sort of disease. Now's a good time to be gathering new doctors' names and opportunity for you to be able to implement that towards the end of the month with good success. So do feel like that, implementing it around the new moon, after the new moon comes on August 25th and moving forward after that. Now's the time to gather the information and then utilize it after August 25th. I think you're going to have great success. Let me see if there's anything else there about the physicality. You know, for some of you also feeling like stomach issues. I feel a little stomach. You know, Pisces can be sensitive. So that also can be what's eating at you, which might have to do with your relationship. So just be aware that everything's connected. So if you're having physical pain in your body, what incompletion do you have? What eating's at you? What's the problem? And if you handle the problem, you're going to notice that the physical body's going to subside. In most cases, unless you've actually already ignored it long enough that it's turned into an ailment. In which case, you can still handle it. When you handle it at the emotional level and you handle it and attack it with the physical level, then you'll be able to clear out both of it. So this whole month is opportunity for healing, an opportunity for you to support yourself. And this whole month is also going to touch on emotional insecurities. There's a frenetic, a little bit of internal frenetic energy, not happening just for you, but it feels like overall because, you know, we're in the month of Leo, right? We're under the sign of Leo, all of us, even though I'm talking to you, Pisces, we all have to deal with the energy of the Leo. And Leo externally can be very powerful and very courageous, but internally they can carry a lot of self-doubt, a lot of fear, a lot of anxieties. A lot of I'm not good enough. So if you start to feel that energy coming in and insecurity, I'm not good enough, and you know, and Pisces can sometimes be in that space anyway. Just know it's the energy. It's the energy of the month. So your job is to go, okay, not dealing with that. Nope, I'm fine. I just know that that's part of what the energy is this month. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to do my due diligence, and I can handle this, right? You're just going to talk your way right out of that by doing what? You're going to do what needs to be done. Do what's in front of you. If you need to study for a test, you'll study. If you need to, prep for a big meeting, you'll do the prep work. And then you'll just ignore that little voice that says, I'm afraid, I don't know what I'm doing, or what if I fall on my face? You can just say, thank you for sharing, and go back to work, right? So I just want to let you know that if you're feeling extra anxious, it's in the ethers. It's not just you, all right? And I know that you guys are going to be fine. I know that you'll really fly this month. I really feel like this huge opening for your heart. And big compassion. You guys have got great opportunity to have compassion. So you want to use your energy this month also to use that compassionate soul consciousness to be able to direct at other people. It'll help you in so many ways. It will help you deal with these things closer to home, these personal relationships that I was talking about, where you have to talk to somebody that you really care about and you're really concerned about. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? Do I stay together? Do I leave? You know, there's a lot of confusion for some of you Pisces and or fear of being hurt. So I believe that if you take the energy, your compassionate heart, and use that outside of your relationship and look around and where else can I give and spread love, you're going to find that it's going to be easier then for you to be able to receive that in your own relationship and to be able to dialogue a little bit healthier. So have an amazing month. I know that you guys are Pisces are so sensitive and really great spiritual leaders. So trust your process this month. Really sit in meditation, really take it in, and then really follow it up with the stability of healing yourself and having compassion for yourself as well, and then sending that out into the world. And I know that you guys will have a great month, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, if you're an Aries born March 21st to April 19th, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, Aries, I just see you like taking it all in, like leaning back, allowing life to come to you. It feels like it's been a stroll. It feels like, for the most part, any bumps that have come in, they've been short, precise, handled, nothing too big or strenuous. I do feel like whatever hurdle there's been, you've gotten over it in flying colors. you're not bogged down the way that you were bogged down before, or the things that are happening to you are shortened. So, you know, let's say if you were in a, God forbid, a car accident, it feels like that quickly, you know, you quickly got in, got out. In other words, like it was very minimal damage and that's that. Where in the past, if something like that would happen to you, it would be tragedy. It would be really bad. So I feel like the little things that are happening are little bumps, and you're moving over them very quickly. And for the most part, it feels really nice. It feels like it's a really calming summer. It feels like the last month has been much better than you've seen in a long time. So let's look at your personal relationships. Let's start with, for those of you that are married or in partnership. Well, there's a little bit of ambivalence there, a little bit of like, well, you know, what are you going to do? Well, that's how they are. Well, you know, so it's not a bad way. It's, you know, sometimes we go through life where we don't have the energy to kind of dig at the other person or to make changes. And it feels like you wouldn't want to make a change anyway. It feels like you love them, and it's just more of an accepting mode. So I feel like there's more of an acceptance for your partner, where they at and how they are. I also feel genuine love and a real connection. Now you're going to see moving forward in August, more opportunity for you to celebrate, more opportunity for you to be in awe of life together. Like I see like fireworks and the two of you going, wow. So this means that there's great opportunity for you to celebrate and have some good time together. So there's a lot of harmony in your relationships. Now, if you're single this month, it feels like the best opportunity for new relationships is going to come in around the new moon, which the new moon's in Virgo on August 25th. That new moon energy is going to help you plant the seeds for a really special individual and somebody that really gets you and understands you. Now, the beginning of the month is more prickly. I feel a little more prickly. I feel like you being a little more irritated with people. You feeling a little more upset with how people are looking at you or not looking at you, or the way they're reacting or not reacting, or they invited them to their summer house but they didn't invite me. You know, like these little things are going to pick away at you and irritate you, so you become like this, you know, little grumpy soul. You don't want to be that person. What you want to do is you want to notice these reactions, and you just want to stop. You just want to stop it. And by stopping it, you can be happy for whatever your friend got invited to that you didn't, or whatever frustration is happening on, or they're showing up late for your party. Whatever it is, leave these little nitpicking things go. And what you'll notice is you'll become calmer. That calm energy is going to attract then these people that you're going to date at the end of the month, or this one special individual that comes in at the end of the month. But you have to set it up first. If you're all prickly and agitated and then expect on the new moon to have the new moon deliver this new person in your life, not going to happen. You have to do your part, which is taking care of business, which is about piping down, not reacting, being happy. It doesn't mean being phony. Listen, we all get irritated, but it's about riding them, you know, a little easier, letting them go, letting them roll off your back, not being a baby about it. And I hate to say that, but, you know, they always say that Aries is the baby of the universe because you're the first sign. And I see it more as you know, babies are a lot of fun too. Babies can be joyful, they're carefree, they're fun, they're charismatic, right? And so you don't want to wear that identity. You want to actually rise above your zodiac sign, and you want to be able to see what's going on for your friends and what's going on for you. So this is about working on your inner self, taking care of your needs, but simultaneously not getting upset at little things and really kind of going more with the flow. And that's going to help you all month to really attract the right relationship for you. Let's look at finances for Aries. So I feel like you have plenty of money. I feel like some of you may have just got dinged recently in the stock market, or lost a little bit on a house, or on a bad business deal, or spent a wad on a vacation. But nonetheless, I feel like you have plenty. I feel like you're sitting pretty. I feel like it's a good thing. As far as what's coming in more, I do feel like there's more coming in. It feels like you're going to start to see around the 17th, it feels more like contracts being presented, ideas or conversations being presented that you're a part of with another group. So you may be in a group of individuals who get rewarded for something or who get a contract for something or who bring more money in for something. So I feel like there's more money coming in and more contracts and more career opportunities around that third week in August that's going to support you. So some of you may be struggling with weight or emotional or physical or body issues, and you want to go, they're showing me that it's mental. A lot of it is mental about the way that you're thinking about yourself, or geez, you can't get that 5 pounds off, or maybe it's more traumatic than that. Maybe you have more to lose and you're farther off the scale. This is a month that's really going to help you deal with your emotional conversation in between your ears, so that you can really create and generate the life you want. So don't be surprised if you start being drawn to programs or ideas or changing your exercise routine about getting serious. So there's an opportunity for you to get serious this month about being the best you can be. But here's the other thing. It is August, it is summer, so there's this little like, you can wait. I don't feel the urgency. So what you want to do is you really want to force yourself to make a commitment, because this is a good opportunity for a new beginning for you. And if you allow the kind of like the lazy days of summer, it's not going to be your best start if you wait a month or two to get going. So I want you to get started with this on taking care of your own needs and feeling more in control of what that is, because it's really going to pay off for you. Let me see if there's something unexpected for Aries this month. Yeah, okay, right away here, don't overplan. Don't overplan the month, don't overplan your days. Really keep them open. It allows you to have a little more freedom. There's going to be something that comes and clamps down on you in September that may take more of your time, that may take more of your energy or focus, and you'll have less lazy days. Not a bad thing, by the way. It's a good thing. It feels like something that you want to contribute to. So it could be a nonprofit. It could be a volunteer position. It could be something within your family where you decide to do something for a family member that asks for your help. It feels very good, and it feels very positive for you. So it's a positive action. It's a positive energy for you. So all in all, Aries, it feels like a really good month. I feel like you're just sailing along, really enjoying it, as you should be. So just do the work on taking care of yourself and being able to handle your own emotional wounds, and you're really going to see your life opening up even more. Have a great August, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Taurus born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. So Taurus, I feel like you're moving along, but I feel like you've had to help yourself move along. So there's been some effort to have some fun, if that makes sense. Sometimes things kind of come together effortlessly. This feels like you've had to put a little bit of energy into having fun, a little bit of energy into being able to create your life. I'm also feeling these weird pains in my body. Ouch, like electrical shocks. So some of you may have been shocked by some news or shocked by some situations. I want you to be able to let go. It feels like it's coming at you, like somebody shocked you with their behavior. I'm sorry. That's painful. And at the same time, even though I know it's their stuff, you took it in. And it's hard not to, right? When you're attacked by a loved one or you're attacked by somebody that you thought, they cared about you or whatever. But I'm just feeling this shock in your system. So what you want to do is you want to kind of unplug from this energy, grieve it and let it go, and do whatever you need to do, whether that's meditate, whether it's pray, whether it's go into sabbatical, whether it's fast, whatever it is for you to kind of like disconnect from that energy, it's important that you do so. For myself, one of the ways that I do when I'm feeling sensations like that in my body, I'll just put my hands on my body and I'll ask it to talk to me. I'll ask, what is it you want to say? Kind of like I treat my kids. Oh, you're in pain? What do you need to say? So if your body is feeling in particular some pain, just quiet the mind, place your hand on that body part, take a couple deep breaths and let go, and just treat it like your best friend and mentally just say, what is it that you want to say? And then you could start with the phrase, my sense is, and then just start repeating that phrase and let the words come tumbling out. And then just trust that you're right. And you'll be surprised how that breaks things up and frees up that energy. So that's on an ethereal level, right? For those of you that really like to trust the universe and can tap into it that way. For those of you that are really pragmatic and logical, like a lot of Taurus are, go to a doctor, right? Simplest form. Go to a doctor. If you need a therapist, go to a therapist. You know, go to the type of doctor that you need. If you're having physical pain, get it checked out. If it scares you or alarms you, get it checked out. I'm addressing the emotional things right now that can be healed and lifted. And a lot of times when you clear the emotion, it clears the actual physical pain. So this is a month for you to get healed. This is a month for you to take care of business and to really enjoy life. Now, I don't feel a hurry to do this. I feel like I'm laying back and I can do this all at the same time. So you've got some breathing room in this month, Taurus, for you to be actually able to handle your physical and your emotional needs, which is really good for you. Some of you, it may be a situation where it's out of your control. Maybe a loved one has had some criminal action come against them, and you're devastated. And worse yet, maybe it's two loved ones against each other and aren't getting along, because it feels like it could be family fighting, inward family that's taken to a level of going to the court. So there could be a lot of trauma and drama happening in your family right now. And just remember that, you know, healing energy is here. Everything happens for a reason, and maybe getting it out is going to help break these patterns of abuse or psychological warfare that's going on, whatever the action is. And just pray for the most merciful outcome. That's going to give you some peace, and it's going to help to bring light and love to the energy and to the course of action that's needed. Now, let's look at financially for you. Financially, I feel like some of you may have recently, I don't want to say been shut off, but you know, like you had the goose that laid the golden egg and it just went on vacation. So maybe you were working a lot of overtime and now you don't get that overtime, right? Or maybe you had something spitting out dividends to you and now it's, you know, it's ended, or there's a break somehow. And I don't know, it just feels like there was a flow to you that is now kind of been turned down. I don't feel like it's stopped. I feel like it's just turned down. The good news is I feel like that is just a 4 to 6 week break, and then it feels like it starts to sputter and start up again after September 6th. So really good stuff. Just a little break, not a problem. I don't feel like it really causes problems for you. I feel like financially there's more money coming in, or other ways to do things by cutting down your expenses. There's other ways for you to bring more money in if you're somebody who lives paycheck to paycheck. So all in all, I feel like it's temporary, this situation that happened. More money will be coming in. Just keep doing your due diligence, one foot in front of the other, you know, letting people know whether you're looking for a second job or whether you need a new job. It's going to happen for you. Okay. The biggest thing that you need this month, Taurus, is peace of mind. Peace of mind around your own health. Peace of mind around your own family situation. I feel a lot of concern around family. I get a pain in my neck around family. So this is about dealing with your emotional pain. It feels like this whole month, I have to say, for all of the signs, is really about healing, about dealing with things that bother you, that you're upset with, or that trauma that's happened to you, shock that's happened to you, and getting the healing that you need so you can move on. And doing that, it's going to create this huge opening for you for relationships, for self-worth and value and community and family harmony. So it's a really positive thing, and you'll have the resources and the support to help you do that. All in all, Taurus, I feel like it's a really good month for you. I feel like it is sort of leisurely for you. I feel like you have more time in your hands than you've had for a long time. And I feel like you're taking advantage of it as you should. So have an amazing August. I love you all, and I'll connect with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Gemini, born May 21st through June 20th, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Geminis, I feel like some of you have been Well, there's two things going on. I'm trying to discern it. Some of you may have been sick, and then some of you may have just been, I feel like maybe betrayed or backstabbed, or I feel this pain in the back of my heart. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've been betrayed or backstabbed. It just could mean, you know, a pain in the heart, meaning you've lost a loved one or you had a recent breakup. But it's all around the chest and the heart. So I feel like all this pain and energy around chest and the heart. So that's what you've gone through. Now the month of August is really about being able to heal that and being able to open up. And you're going to find in this month new categories, new ways of doing things, new ways of being. There is going to take effort. I do feel like you're going to sweat. Like, in other words, like I feel like this is going to take some effort to do. But I feel happiness inside. I feel this joy inside. I feel this excitement inside about being worthy and doing something. It's kind of like that construction worker that's out in the sun working really hard and sweating, but comes home, you know, with the broken tooth but the paycheck in the hand because he's supporting his family and really happy. So I don't mean that it's going to be that hard or that difficult, but it takes effort, okay? So this month of August is going to require some effort for you. Some of it could just mean that maybe you're a college kid and now you got to go back to school and you got to focus. Or it could be that you've had a really long vacation, or you've been on maternity leave and now you've got to go back to work. Or you've been on your honeymoon. And this is what it feels like. It feels like it's been really sweet and you haven't had to do too much. And now all of a sudden, the whole schematic is changing. You are changing. Some of you could be moving and now your work is going to amp up. Some of you may have recently moved or you're about to move, and now things get serious. Now you have to get serious about life. You have to get focused and you have to make a difference, and you cannot screw up. So it's that level of responsibility, but there's a level of joy and satisfaction that I'm picking up that's really exciting for you guys. So you want to stay focused on the positive of what you get out of this. Do not dread this. Welcome it, welcome it, welcome it. Because there's such big opportunities with this. This is a stepping stone. It's a milestone in building character. It's a milestone in who you are and the way the world sees you. So you don't want to screw this up because the world is watching. They're showing me everybody with wide eyes watching you. So what you definitely want to do is show up on time, don't complain, and put a full day's work in and be happy. If you're at just a manual labor job or in the service industry, absolutely you want to go there with gusto and do it, and you're going to soon see, let me see, how much time, very quickly, I want to say 6 weeks, 8 weeks. If you're starting a new job at an entry level, you're going to be picked up and put at a better place, at a higher paying job, because the boss is watching you. Management is watching you. Okay, so Gemini, if you're new out of the gates, please, please, please listen to me. Stay in there, hang in there. Good things are coming, but just go and find the good every day in what you're doing. If you're already somebody who's really, say you're an entrepreneur, or you're in management, or you're the CEO of something, your platform is going to broaden. So your voice in the world is going to be magnified, which is why I'm feeling, now all of a sudden I'm feeling all this stomach upset and digestive problems coming in, because you're nervous, you're feeling the pressure to do it right. Nonsense. Just be yourself. Your hard work, your vision, your integrity is what got you where you are. So these new opportunities are exciting, Gemini. They're really good for you. So stop putting pressure on yourself by wondering, oh, what are they going to think? Are they going to like me? Or can I handle this new position? Can I handle this additional responsibility? You can, Gemini. Absolutely. Absolutely. And for those of you that are thinking about like quitting your job and formulating something new and going something completely different, I would hold off on that just a bit. I would work out more of the details, and then I would see there's more of an opening at the end of the month. There's a new moon, August 25th in Virgo, and that's going to lay out the details. Virgo's, very practical and very detail-oriented, so you'll be able to get all your dots in a row about what you want to do, the way you want to do it, and then you'll be able to plant those seeds and create that new job, or if you're stepping into an entrepreneurial role, be able to make that happen for yourself. So really, really good energy, Gemini, for you guys. with huge potential, like huge potential coming up for you, especially in September. I see new doors opening, providing you don't take a U-turn and go back where you came from because you don't want to work that hard, or you're afraid, or you're insecure. Nonsense. You can do it. You can have it all. You can be it all. All right. You just have to trust yourself. So now, relationships for Gemini. They're just showing me like they've been two sides. That's a Gemini twin, right? One side is really prickly and harsh and ouch. And then the other side is like, oh, you know, so there's some confusion happening in your relationship. So I would say, you know, if you've already worked through this, great. If you're, I feel like for most of you, you're about out of it. And in the month of August, you're going to have more clarity. You're going to have more relief. It feels more, the road feels smoother to relationships. Romantic relationships feel smoother. If you just broke up with somebody, there's some patches yet of, you know, irritation or fire here or there. But I feel that may be coming from the other partner, not you. I feel you're more balanced, you're smooth, you're in a good place. And, you know, you may just have to watch your back because you may have fallen out of love with somebody who can be a little intense or who doesn't want to let go and has their hooks in you. So your job is just to, you know, keep surrendering and keep trusting the process. There's also some additional opportunity to deal with some of your own anger around August 21st, around August 20th. You know, there's some healing modalities that can come in. They're going to help you cool off from just resentments that you've been carrying around, hurts that you've been carrying around. You can sometimes isolate yourself and not tell people what you're thinking or feeling, Gemini, and that's not necessarily a good thing. These may come up. They may burden you. I'm feeling them burning in my gut. I'm feeling the anger and the hurt in your stomach. So if you've been hurt or deeply wounded by a loved one, you're going to get an opportunity to heal that this month. And here's the thing. If you don't want to address it, the universe is going to put something in your past that has it erupt. So it's out there. The cat's out of the bag. The anger's out. And it doesn't come out in a good way. So you're better off addressing this earlier, sooner rather than later. Otherwise, it's going to come up around the end of the month to be dealt with, you know, to say goodbye, to be able to have more freedom of spirit and heart and soul. So it's a good thing. So all in all, Gemini, really good month of moving forward. Excellent month for career opportunity and advancement. You may be moving, or you may have just recently moved. And really a lot of clarity coming into your life. So have an amazing month, Gemini, of August. Look forward to connecting with you again next month. Hi, if you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of August 2014? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Cancers, I feel like you've been under a lot of change. I feel like there's, you know, it's kind of like you're done. And I don't mean you're done in a negative way. It's kind of like, let's say you've been getting ready for a party. Well, you're all dressed up, you're all ready to go, and the party's arrived. So I feel like in August, the party arrives. I feel like all the things that you've been waiting for is finally coming together. I feel like you finally get to go to that party. I feel like people finally see you and hear you. I feel self-acceptance, but there's some nervous energy. And not everybody's going to like you. Some people are going to be grumpy because their best friend wants to talk to you. And there's going to be jealousy around you. So there's going to be some jealousy and some insecurity then that comes up for you because you're feeling, you know, is this okay? You know, you're kind of finding your way. The good news is that you can rise above all of that and just really feel grateful for where you are, this new beginning, and the party that you're at. And whatever the circumstances are, you're there. You're at the party. You belong at the party. So that's the good news. This could mean that it's a milestone in your career. It could mean that it's a new beginning in your career. It could mean that you've just started a new school or started a new profession or started a new job or started a new business or just received some acclaim. So all these things are new beginnings for you, and it's an adjustment. And there's an adjustment period that goes on with it, and it calls up our insecurities because we're being watched. We're in the public eye or in the eye of someplace new that feels uncomfortable for us. So some of you will find yourself moving more into the public eye, more speaking, more acting. I feel a lot of theater. I feel a lot of drama. Not drama in a negative way, but drama in like creative way, and that you're writing and creating the life that you want to live. So it's a really good energy for you guys for August. As far as financially goes, Cancers, I feel like you've been spending a lot. I feel like you've been having a good time. So you may want to cut down on that because I feel like you're burning a hole in your wallet. I feel like you're spending it as fast as it comes in. So you may want to just curtail that a little bit. You're going to see a buildup of those resources again in a little bit towards the end of August. And then you're going to start to see, I would say, again, towards the end of August, much more around, especially around the new moon, August 25th. Full moon, yes, somewhat around August 10th, replenishing, but then the new moon, I see it more of a solidifying of your income, a solidifying of assets and wealth and positivity. So it's a good thing financially for you this month. But I feel like you have been burning a hole in your money. You've been spending it as fast as it comes in. So you want to curtail that a little bit so you don't get yourself in any trouble. Cancers, as far as personal relationships, let's look at romance. So if you're married, I feel like it's good. It feels nice. It feels like there have been a little bit of licking your wounds where, maybe things didn't go so well or there was a little bit of an upset, but I feel like you're over that and I feel like you're in a better space. You're going to notice August feels more tranquil. But here's the thing. It's like anything. If, the beach is lovely, the beach is nice, but when you're out in the sun for 10 hours without sunscreen, it hurts. So it's a little bit like love. Too much love, too much one-on-one with time with somebody, you can start to kind of like hit heads, right? So just be aware of what the balance is for you with spending time with your loved ones. If it's too much, if you go on a vacation or you're on a cruise ship for, 2 weeks, I'm starting to feel a little like I need some breathing room, right? So just be aware that too much of a good thing is not good either. So you want to create a little balance for yourself this month, Cancer, in the area of relationships. Now, for new individuals, okay, there's a danger, there's a danger in like falling head over heels really fast. And if you do that, then there's this quick desire to go away. Wow, I just met them, they're so cool. And oh, wow, I'm going to my family's wedding in 2 weeks. I'll bring them along. We'll spend the weekend together. Bad idea. So Cancer, you meet somebody in August, take it slow. Don't go away, at least not for like an overnight. Take it slow. Resist the temptation to invite them on your family trip or on a vacation you've already got going, or create one with them. Save it, linger it, allow it to really progress and grow, because it feels like too quick, too soon, like the sun, it can burn you, because I'm feeling like there's the sun, there's this opportunity, too much. So the whole month for you, Cancer, is moderation. Too much of anything, too much gym, too much exercise, too much sun, too much alcohol, too much, even too much beauty treatment. It's all too much. Moderation is the key for you guys, Cancer, this month. And it's really going to help you feel better. It's going to help you feel robust and happy and joyful. So just know where that balance is for you, and you're going to do fine. Let's see, financially for Cancers. Okay, I think we touched on finances already because I was seeing the holes in the pocket, okay? And as far as personal relationships go, marriage, okay, we talked about that. So now health. All right, so health. Sorry, I get a little spacey. You're my last sign this month, so I apologize. Okay, so Cancer, for health. Well, this is good. You want to take better care of yourself. I see you like making a concerted effort in, wanting to go to the gym and wanting to create time in your schedule or wanting to eat better, and a little frustrated and irritated that the rest of the family or the rest of the world won't comply. Like either get off the treadmill, it's my turn, or you know what, you go get groceries so I can make a healthy dinner, or, come on, boss, let me go home so that I can, go to the grocery store, buy a good meal, and it's like that. It's like you're trying, but it seems like all the circumstances around you aren't really cooperating. You're going to find more flow this month so that everything becomes easier. You're going to find it's easier for you to get the things done that you want to get done, to eat the right foods that you want to eat, to know what they are, to create the lifestyle and the ambiance that you want. You're going to find a rhythm this month, Cancers, that's going to support you emotionally and physically. And I can really feel that. So what there is for you to do is just don't give up. Just look and choose. What do I want it to look like? And then make the time to do it. Get yourself on a schedule, and then you won't have anybody to blame. And you'll be able to say, no, I talked to you. This is my schedule. This is what it looks like now. These are the days you have to pick up Johnny, or these are the days that I'm going grocery shopping, or these are the days you're cooking, or these are the days I'm getting off at this time at work. So people will cooperate with you this month if you're willing to say, this is what I need and this is what I want. And I see people going, oh, why didn't you say so? Okay, I'll help you. So just ask for people's help and then stick to it, and you're going to have a really easy month. And it's going to be easy for you to get in shape or to lose weight or to make those changes that you want in your life, whether it's just having more time, more money, feel better, or create a different career. This is the month to put those changes in. But there's going to be some adjustment period that's going to create a little anxiety for you. Have nothing to do with the anxiety. Just let it go. Just this too shall pass. I'll figure it out, and you will. And this is really, all in all, a really good month for you. And you're going to feel better shape than you've been in a long time. Not only emotional, but physical and spiritual too. Make sure that you make time for your meditation and your connection with spirit, because that's going to feed your energy. Cancer, you're very sensitive. I know you know this, you're very sensitive. So it's really important for you that you feed your spirit, that you take time to meditate, that you take time to pray, and that you take time to block out the physical world. That's going to give you the strength to be able to speak up and say, this is what I need. And when the world starts talking back at you, you're not going to shrivel in fear, and you're not going to be afraid, and it's not going to burn. You're going to go, oh, okay, I hear what you're saying. You won't take it personal. You'll just treat it as business as usual. So this is a great month, Cancer, for you to take control and have fun. So all in all, it feels really good. This is a really satisfying month for you, even though it sounds a little hard the way I'm describing it. It's really just about you taking yourself to task. You saying and doing what you said you're going to do, and then putting it out there to other people. You've got cooperation all around you. Everybody wants to play with you. Everybody wants to cooperate with you. But the problem is that you don't quite know what you want, and you're a little afraid. So it's like nonsense. Just take it day by day, and then what feels good, start to stick to it, and your plan will come together. So Cancers, have an amazing month. It feels really great being in your energy and the potential of what you have this month for yourselves. So take advantage of it, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.